Welcome to Bluff City Birdies. We come to you today from Plymouth, Indiana for the NJCAA golf tournament. We have Kiefer Thompson on the pod, Pierce with me, and Coach House. And we also have two golfers in the tournament from Roane State, Lennon and Reggie. So,
What's up?
Nice to see
Welcome
you.
to the podcast, boys. Glad to have you on here.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having us.
Want to start out kind of talking a little bit about what your experience has been like so far, being so far away from home this year, and kind of tell us a little bit about your year so far. Is school, getting to know the states, and playing golf here in the states.
Kiefer looks emo right now. Right now, I'm not gonna lie. Has it been a day, bro?
It's been a day. You don't know the half of it.
All right, I got you, bro.
Been a day.
But yeah, so
Lennon or Reggie, go ahead.
Go for it.
Do you want us to go?
Go on.
Yeah, it's been really good. Really enjoyed my experience out here so far. I mean, I haven't really struggled with being away from home because I've done a bit of traveling myself, so that wasn't that hard to change up. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my time, especially come down to Memphis to see you guys. That was a great trip, and yeah, it's just been really good experience in new and different states. Each one's very different and unique, and I
mhm.
think that sums up America as a whole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if nobody noticed, they're from England, so it's a long trip to get here. But yeah,
the
Certainly
pond.
is. Certainly is.
Both of these guys are Anderson's roommates in college at.
Oh, whoa.
Well, we're sharing the address now.
Their
bro.
address is
Hey.
crazy.
They don't know where Oak Ridge is. We're good. So,
Oh my
I think
but,
Google
Google
Maps
it.
does.
I just outed.
so tell us a little bit about your experience so far
I'll just
playing golf here.
I just say like obviously the golf courses are just so much different compared to how they are in the UK. I mean, fall golf and spring golf has been like completely different. So it's been two completely different experiences. I can't say I've played the best this fall, but sorry, this spring. Spring has not been my best stuff, but we're trying this week, see if we can finish on a high note to finish out the year and positives for next year. So
Well, let's talk about your round today a little bit, Reggie. It seems like you played pretty darn good golf today. Shot a what, 5 over?
5 over, yeah.
5 over 77, and tell us a little bit about your round and the conditions out there today.
So the conditions were pretty brutal. I mean, winds were sort of up towards 30 mile an hour wind gusts, even swirling in some places of the golf course, especially on that back nine. It seemed to change around quite a bit. But I think today I hit the ball great. I had two bad shots, which led to two doubles. So, I mean, apart from those two bad shots, like I didn't hit a bad shot. So, it's a positive to take into the tomorrow and the rest of the week. So, we'll see if we can improve our scores every day from now on.
Good deal. You were playing right behind us and behind Anderson, and I saw you hit some shots and seemed like you were playing really well today. So hopefully you carry that over into tomorrow.
Yes,
The
sir.
winds are going to be a little bit lighter tomorrow. The forecast that I saw is 10 to 15 tomorrow instead of 20 to 30 with wind gusts of 40 like today. So jumping around a little bit, Lennon, how was your day today? I think you shot even par today, level par, as y'all
Yeah,
would say.
correct. Yeah, I shot level today. My main goal this today was just don't do anything too crazy. Don't try and manipulate the ball too much. Just play just normal golf how I would do back home as it was quite similar conditions. So main goal was just keeping the ball in play and in front of me, and I turned out pretty decent. I didn't hit it the best off the tee, but I recovered well with my irons and putting was really good.
Well, Jackson and Pearson, I've talked a little bit in the other two podcasts since we've been here. We talked a little bit about the rough. Tell us a little bit about this rough here, because the rough is not high, but it is extremely thick and has given some of the golfers here some trouble. Tell us a little bit about that.
I personally haven't really struggled with the rough recently. As of this week, I did a lot of prep going into it, the tournament, just put myself in bad lies to try and expect the unexpected, really. And yeah, I did a good job of that, as well as, yeah, I was able to judge how the ball was sitting in the rough, whether it was going to fly or just kind of dead and not go the normal yardage it would normally go in the fairway. So yeah, I didn't really struggle with that much, but I think Reggie had a different
I
story.
think, yeah, a couple of shots early on, especially on that front line, first few holes, I had a couple of lies which I just read that I thought would come up pretty dead. So clubbed up and ended up catching flyers. So ended up flying into a bit of thick rough, flying a couple of greens, which really you can't be doing at Swan Lake, where we got so many drop offs, and your next chip shot will have to be so good to be able to get up and down. But yeah, I mean the rough around the greens too. It's not just the rough from just off the fairways. The rough around the greens is pretty tricky. The only real way you've got a good chance of getting up and down is by laying the blade open and trying to pop that thing up and let it do its thing. So. Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's definitely tougher than some of the other courses we've been playing this spring. So
Well, the three of us walked and watched Anderson pretty much most of the day. Seemed like, guys, y'all can kind of back me up or not. Seemed like Anderson's biggest trouble today was adjusting shots for the wind or with the wind. He was hitting them short, he was hitting them long, he was hitting them short, he was hitting them long. And the first nine, I don't think he had his chipping going very good for himself. But back nine, he said he felt like he got his chipping a lot better. He was hitting the ball well, he said, but just could not get the math down for this win this time. Guys, what did y'all think?
No, I think that was spot on. He was struggled with shots in the wind and against with the wind and against the wind. And his chipping was really struggling too because it was getting caught in that grass. So it would either stop or it'd roll out too much. But most of his chip shots actually stopped around 6 to 5 feet almost every time. So it was a little harder. Couple of them rolled out more than that, and yeah, it just seemed like a tough day today.
I definitely think the rough around the greens, it made it seem like it was tough. It could be a 6 to 8 foot difference just off of how you catch it in the rough. And it was really hard to tell. I mean, you can catch a little flyer after even just chipping. And I think even if because sometimes it can take the spin off of it and roll out like crazy, especially on those downhill chips, it can make it run 8 to 10 feet past the pin.
Kiefer, you
Definitely.
got anything? I know you didn't get to see much. You didn't see any of it actually, but did you follow it online, the scoring online?
I followed up online, and first of all, the low score of the day was a lot lower than I thought it'd be.
Mhm.
I think so too. I mean, what was it, -6?
Minus
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I thought that was crazy low.
Mhm.
But I mean, with this wind, it's just I think spin is a big part of it because it's so hard to try and navigate how much spin to put on it. Because if you club down and you try and hit it too hard, you're going to put too much. If you're downwind, and if you're into the wind, it's just sometimes you're going to hit more than enough club because you think it's going to come out lower, and it's just going to fly the green. So
Yeah.
it's just really hard to try and hold it on the greens, especially because of how quick I've heard they were being.
Which Lennon's playing partner, I think, shot 5 under, right?
Yeah, correct. He did. He had a really good day today. Just hold the world, to be honest. It was long off the tee, which definitely helped to his advantage, even for those interwind holes. For instance, 10. I'm not sure how far Andy had in, but he was flicking a wedge into that green. And yeah, he was able to like bully the course as well, downwind, near enough, drove the 17th, hit an unbelievable drive up 18. So yeah, I just think him and his distance really gave him an advantage over the rest of the field.
Well, Lennon finished level par and he's tied for ninth in the whole tournament. So Lennon is sitting really nice with the winds being a little bit less tomorrow. Lennon and Reggie, do y'all think y'all can try to make a run tomorrow to move up the leaderboard a little bit?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%. Yeah, I think especially after I saw that I think I played the last 11 holes in level par, so I mean, I know I can do it. So it's there. It's there. The golf course is fairly scoreable. You just got to keep it straight off the tee and then try your best around the greens. So yeah, Yeah, I think we'll go out there tomorrow, and I think the whole team will improve their scores from today.
Mhm.
So as a team, Roane State is sitting in 18th. I'm sorry, 17th now. They're sitting in 17th out of 24 teams. They are at plus 18, and there are two teams in front of them that are sitting at plus 17. That is going to be Iowa Central Community College and Mesa Community College. So I really feel like tomorrow, with the winds being less, I think the scores are going to get even better tomorrow. Not only for Rome, but for everyone else as well. Guys, we were talking the last two nights about the condition of this course. It is a little bit up north. It's not too far from Chicago, actually, and it's about 35 minutes from South Bend, Indiana. So this course is really, really looking good for this time of year. What are your thoughts on the fairways and the greens so far?
I think the course is pretty flush, honestly. I think the fairways are really good, especially for me. The greens is a little strange because they're not too quick. They're very spongy when you're pitching a ball into them, so they seem to like shoot off, especially on those first bounces. Um, but they're just a little fluffy, so they could definitely nip them down over the next couple of days, which they might do, which would then make them faster. So we'll see. But yeah, the course overall is pretty flush.
Lennon, what did you think about pin placements today? It seemed like most of the pins, tell me if I'm wrong now, it seemed like most of the pins were up towards the front side of the green. I'm sure they're moving them for tomorrow, I would think. And maybe they're going to move them. I would assume they got to move them back. Did you think the pin placements today were at an advantage for y'all or disadvantage for y'all?
I think they were fair but challenging. I definitely feel like they were probably in one of the easiest spots that they could put them in on those greens. I definitely think as the week goes on, some pin placements will be a lot harder. But overall, I think they were fair but challenging. If you miss it in the wrong spot, you really had to scramble to save par.
Well, I know on hole number 3 today, they had the tee boxes pushed way up.
Mhm.
And on
Yeah.
4, they had the tee boxes pushed way up. Maybe
I think most of that is because of I think the NJCAA would have looked at the forecast and seen the winds and still wanted to try and be able to have a scoreable golf course. I think if they were playing it off the backs and 7,200 yards, I think that would have been a crazy golf course out there today.
it
For
would
sure.
have been. I made hole 5 a really, I don't know, I say weird hole at that point because of the tee shot having to be so short. And I don't know what you guys hit off the tee. Did y'all know what Anderson hit off the tee?
Which one?
Number 5, the par 5, where it has to go over the ditch, and then you got
Number
the
four,
pond in
number
front
four,
of it.
number
Four.
four.
Yeah, that's 4. Number 5 is the
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, yes. Number 4.
Get a
So,
fire, I think.
what did you hit off that tee, Reggie?
I hit 4 on.
4 iron. What'd you hit, Lennon?
I hit 6 iron.
And then when in your second shot, what were you able to hit to keep it away from the pond?
I was actually blocked out. I flared mine a little right, so I got blocked underneath that Christmas tree up on the right. So yeah, I literally just had to block it and keep something low enough to stay below that tree, and obviously high enough to get it over that water, which I was successfully able to do.
I think Reggie, that your second shot was left of the fairway, but it was pretty well struck. I think.
Yeah, yeah. I was the same sort of position with Lennon. I was over by that right tree over there, and in that ditch, sort of about 250 from the tee box, you have that big old tree on the right side, which covers the right half of the fairway as you go across that bridge. So I had to try and cut one around that tree, and I just end up hitting it dead straight. So it just ended up in that left rough over there, but it honestly wasn't in a bad spot. So
Yeah, it went right over us actually.
yeah, nearly got you.
Which yeah, we apparently you yelled and we didn't hear you or nothing like that.
I
So
did. The guy behind me, one of the volunteers, was laughing because you didn't even move. And after I was screaming my lungs out, so
Well,
there we go.
I'm old and already deaf. I've been in a gym for 26 years teaching little kindergarten through fifth graders, so I can't hear already. And then you throw that wind on top of it. We couldn't hear anything out
Yeah.
there today, hardly. So,
Yes, sir.
what would you like to ask? Anything, Jackson?
I had to ask about four tee box. Did y'all hit 3-wood or did you go driver off that one too?
That-
Five.
Five, number
Five,
five.
sorry. Yeah, 5.
Well, I hit driver just over that hill. So
Y'all were trying going 2, right?
Yeah.
I hit driver 6-iron onto the front edge of the green and unfortunately 3-putted. So that was a nice par.
We made 2 very different pars.
Yeah.
Then in your par,
Yeah.
your third shot was really tight on that, on the hole number 5, because the second shot, the ball was above your feet, if I'm not mistaken. It was a little bit up on that hill in the rough.
Yeah, it was slightly in on the hill, and it was actually like a little bit of like a bit of a hole. So I just thought just try and like hack something out and get it somewhat close to the hole. Just stone cold topped it 5 feet in front of me. So I had a bit of a chuckle over that. Yeah.
That third shot was on target, though.
Yeah, that third shot was probably best shot of the day, to be honest.
Yeah, your second shot, Pierce whispered over me. He's like, he's gonna hit this one close on the green.
Oh, so you jinxed me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But
Oh well.
Oh well, yeah. Well, par's not a bad score. I'll take a par.
Ours are good scores out on that golf course this week, I'm telling you.
I actually had a question. What would you say the biggest difference between the golf courses from your home between the ones you've been playing the past few weeks and this one, especially today?
I
What are the
think
biggest differences?
just obviously we've been playing a lot of Bermuda grass over here recently, especially through the spring. We're playing Bermuda greens. We don't have Bermuda greens just because it's not warm enough and they don't grow in England. So I think that's one of the biggest differences. And I'd never played on Bermuda greens before I came out here, so that was kind of a bit of a shock to me when I came down here. So yeah.
How about you, Lennon?
I'm the opposite to Reggie. I've played on Bermuda before, so I kind of expected what was going to happen out here. But yeah, main difference that I've definitely noticed is just length, and I feel like you could be a bit more like spraying it a bit more off the tee and not be punished as badly if you were to do that back home. Because I think majority of the courses back home are either tree lined or heavily protected by wind, whereas over here they're just kind of just dead ahead, a few dog legs, but they're easy to take over.
mhm.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about y'all come into this tournament ranked, I think, 15th in the country. Is that right?
Yeah.
Y'all
14 to
had a-
15, yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
y'all had a really bad tournament a couple weeks before this one. I wondered if y'all had decided to play foot golf and was just leaving your clubs in the car that tournament and was just kicking the ball with your foot trying to get it in the hole. But sorry, Lennon.
We don't want to talk about that tournament.
It was not pretty. I didn't get
It
to
was
watch it,
interesting.
but watching the scorecards, the live scoring, I was like, what in the world is going on? This is not the Roane State golf team that I've been watching. Y'all had, I think, 3 weeks since that tournament. Do you think y'all's practice, between that last tournament and this tournament has benefited y'all and helped y'all kind of reset?
I think we had a week off. Coach gave us a week off of zero practice with our final exams for school. So we had that sort of week off just to chill out, do our schoolwork, focus on that sort of stuff. Then we had a full week of practice, which I think was really good for us. Really good. We all got out to the patch in Oak Ridge and we were properly focused practicing. And I think that's benefit us massively. But the main thing I think is that we've spent a good lot of time together. And I think that's been massive in resetting and just sort of just relaxing our bodies and minds just for this week's tournament. So I think that's been huge.
I really think this group of 6 that y'all brought to this tournament, I really feel like y'all have grown together a lot this year. Y'all have been close. I think y'all have been a really good group of guys for each other. Do you feel like y'all came over here and had that same feeling coming in? I mean, y'all are coming from another country and have no idea what to expect, but you get over here and these guys I think they've welcomed you, and I think y'all have made a really great group of guys and team to get it to the point it is now. How do y'all feel about that?
Go ahead.
100%. Yeah, I think we've got 6 real good lads, and I think it just makes it so much easier when you're comfortable with who you're with. Obviously, with me, Lennon being rooming with Anderson in the townhouse, I think he's just made it so much easier for our experience over here. And I think it's the same for parents like yourself, you and Leslie, the McClure family, the Kenos. I think it's just everything. Everyone's been so sort of welcoming and has really sort of helped our experience over here. So we're thankful for that.
Well, I feel like we're lucky that y'all are over here. Really enjoyed getting to know y'all. I think y'all have kept me young. I mean, I'm sitting here with these 2 young bucks that came with me down here, and I can get boring and I can get lazy, but being around y'all have kind of kept me young, and it's been fun. I can't wait to see what next year brings and everything. Kiefer, you want to ask any questions? You may have some good questions. Your dad's from across the pond too, so
Yeah. I don't really have any questions about any of that. I can just walk 10 feet and get some source material. But what do you think on this golf course, especially? What do you think is the most like challenging part? Because like you said, the greens aren't that bad, but like from what Anderson and the tee shots, do you think it's what tee shots, approach, wedges, what?
I think it's mainly. I think what goes. I think that's with life in general, but I think it's just like your mindset going into each hole. I think what made the field struggle the most was they would have a bad hole and they'd let that transfer over to the next hole, and typically it would go like hard hole, then like easy hole, and I feel like they'd do it the other way around where they'd play one hole exceptionally good, then they'd get over it themselves and then struggle in the others. But yeah, I think just the tee shots really. If you put it in bad spots, you were going to get punished. But I think mainly it was just staying at where your feet are at.
Yeah. Do you think that's what set the guy that shot 6 under apart from everyone else, or do you think he just had like a lucky day?
Oh, 100%. I think mixture of having a lucky day. I think to shoot 6 under is a fantastic score and something that's clearly gone your way. But I think if you're just thinking, I feel like if you're in control of the golf ball, you're going to shoot well out here today and for the remaining week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say? It was 67 was the lowest, or what was it?
64,
64, 66? Okay.
66, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy score, especially with that win, and there's always like good players out there, but that was very impressive seeing that. But y'all are at the national level right now, so it's something different out there. Do you feel any different? Like you talk about mental aspect of golf, but do you feel any different being in this tournament than other ones or not?
I think I've been trying to just keep it the same and stick to normal routines. Don't sort of feel like you've got to do anything more. Don't think you've got to do anything less. Don't change anything in your routine. Nothing like that. What you've been doing and whatever works for you. I think you don't have to sort of change mindset when you come to a national tournament. Realistically, it's no different than any other tournament we've been playing in through the fall and the spring. So I think you just sort of go in with that mindset and you just, again, as any other tournament, you try and have the best week you can and see how close you can get to the top of that leaderboard.
So before y'all even just, traveled here this week, did you as a team have any goals that y'all were trying to achieve as a team? Did coach set any goals for y'all to try to achieve as a team? I know there's in my opinion, golf is an individual sport at first, but it's also a team sport. But individually, you've got to be able to play well to contribute to that team score. So did coach or y'all set any goals for each other during this time?
I think we mainly just set individual goals. I think no one wants to do. Everyone obviously you want to be top of the leaderboard, but I think we were just more. I think this week we were more focused on how we can help our part of the team try and win a national championship. I think all of us playing our best golf. I think we could easily do it. I just think it's just having that belief in ourselves, and I feel like we've had a good prep leading into this, so I don't see why not.
I think our main goal as a team, I remember of the fall semester back in August when we all came over to Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and the one sort of thing that stood out was making the national championship, and we managed to do that. So that's goal one set. So we just got to refocus our goals this week, and obviously see how close we can get to bringing home the natty title.
So with making the national tournament, I hear y'all got to go play a special course called the Honors. And tell us a little bit about that course. I've never seen that course. We know it's somewhere over in East Tennessee near Chattanooga.
Yeah.
How was that experience getting to go play that course?
Yeah, it was even better. I played really good as well, shot level par there. So I really enjoyed the course. And yeah, we just felt really honoured to be able to play there because it's really exclusive. And yeah, it was just a great day out, and I feel like we deserved it as a team.
Yeah, that course is very exclusive. If I'm not mistaken, I think Tiger Woods won the championship there, right?
Yeah, he won the NCAA there,
He
yeah.
won the NCAA championship with
Yeah,
Stanford University back in 1994, I believe.
yeah,
And
So
with a
yeah.
final round of 80, I think, too.
yeah,
I think it was
Yeah,
67, 67, 69, 80. I think
yeah,
it was,
crazy.
and won it. So yeah, it was an extremely tough golf course, but yeah, we got lucky to have one of our sponsors of Roane State, John Thomas, to take us out there. So we were pretty grateful for that.
It's pretty awesome to get to do something like that. Was par on that course 72?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
And I think the course rating was like a 77 or a 78. Is that right?
yeah,
78 off the backs, I think it was
yeah.
78.
And
Yeah.
the slope, is it called slope?
The slope was the highest it could be, which Anderson told me the highest it could be is 155.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Like,
think they had their back two tee boxes were both the same slope because they couldn't go any more than that.
wow, that's crazy.
Amazing. And Lennon, you shot level par there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It was brutal.
But yeah, I mean, was there a lot of water there or just tight or what was that course like?
There's a lot of long grass, and yeah, there was water, but I'd say the main protector of it was the slopey greens
Yeah.
and the long grass.
Yeah.
It was very punishing.
Hmm.
But as a whole, yeah, it was a really good golf course. We got it quite lucky conditions. It's just
Mhm.
rained previous days, so it was quite fairly soft. So yeah, it made it challenging, but it was fair. Like sticking it into the greens, you weren't getting any ridiculous bounces or slopes. And yeah, overall, it was just a really good experience.
So going into tomorrow, do you have any kind of adjustments you want to make for tomorrow? I know it's going to be not as windy tomorrow. Are you looking to make any kind of adjustments in anything? Or are you going to try to attack this course pretty much as you did today? And do you know what your tee time is yet for tomorrow?
Yeah, so I think the main thing this morning, as soon as I got to the range, I was more just focusing on hitting those punch sort of wedge shots, iron shots, and sort of knocking driver down, getting the flights down just to hit it into that wind. I think that was sort of key for today. But tomorrow with the winds being down a little, I think we'll sort of which would definitely advantage more to these firmer, spongier greens. Um, I think I believe our tea time is Jackson's first off at 9:15, and then it's 9-minute intervals from there. So I think I'm 9:24, and Lennon's around 9:45, I believe. So, yeah,
Well, we'll be out there watching you. We're really looking forward to getting out there and watching y'all again. And want to wish y'all good luck. And let's go out there and let's climb this leaderboard, not only individually, but if we're climbing it individually, that means we're climbing it as a team as well. So,
absolutely.
looking forward to tomorrow morning, boys.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much, Lennon and Reggie, for coming on, and also Kiefer. And thank you for everyone who watched or listened to this video. Tune in, and we'll have another episode next week. Thank y'all.
See ya.
Thank you, guys.